Hi, my name is Womp Rat, and today we're going to be playing some Orcs Must Die 2, Part 7 of our Trapless experiment with the Sorceress. The end of Act 1, today's level is Precipice. So Precipice is going to be one of those levels where we're just not going to be able to 5-skull it just due to the difficulty of the level. Today we are introduced to the Ogre. Now these guys are mean, very meaty, and Bile Bats. We saw last time, I forgot to kind of do the scroll over in the book. Ogres are, big, they take a lot of abuse. And, when they go through the rift, it's -5 rift points. So it's going to be kind of important that we kill them when we can. So right now we're just going to go ahead and settle on Wave 1. Wave 1 is going to be down here on the east side. And this is going to be the flying rift and the ground rift. And Wave 2 is going to be pretty much the exact same thing, but actually longer on the west end of the map. And we got flyers here too. I'm just going to wait for this rift to open. Put up a lightning cloud. Gonna wait for our flyers to spawn, and then we're gonna go ahead and dispatch them with our wand. Now I could be using mana to kill them, but I'm gonna go ahead and just save the mana to kill off these kobolds and other things that are trying to get through the rift right now. So I have done this level as the WarMage without traps. Today we're going to be going through with the Sorceress without traps, and I'm hoping that we can do this. I've been going through and just doing one take at a time, and so far we haven't had to do any second takes or anything like that. We're just going through, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to kill a lot of orcs too. Maybe a few ogres if we're lucky. So far this level is not too hard. It's a bunch of your vanilla, easy, one-shottable orcs, and their semi-upgraded friends, the medium-armored orcs. They have scraps of leather that they've somehow scrounged up to protect themselves. So we've got quite a bit of time before next wave. Not as excessive as on some of the later levels in this game, but enough that it seems a little bit excessive. So, we're going to go ahead and kill off as many of these orcs as we can. We're going to try not to get hit as long as we can too. Got caught on our minecart. Normally that doesn't happen. Go ahead and jump over that one so we don't have that happen again. Okay, so we got archers. Archers are not fun. Archers will shoot you, and thus end you're untouchable. So, Precipice is one of those levels that I've played on the WarMage. I first did the level with barricades and found that it was just too easy. So I had gotten through with 2 skulls and had mentioned that, and people wanted to see the 2 skull footage without any barricades, so kind of made it the principle for the Trapless series to go through and do levels without barricades unless we actually absolutely had to. Like, it was impossible to do the level without barricades. So that's where we're coming from there. Let me go ahead and get that scraggler with our wand. Like I said, just not too hard yet, but waves 6 and on tend to be really difficult. That's when I've had issues with weekly challenges on this level, and yeah, watch the fail on some of that ice amulet. Sometimes you'll aim up the reticule and it will not fire the way it's supposed to. We're going to go ahead and charm that ogre there and that one there. They'll take a little bit of abuse. That way I don't have to worry about them. I could have done other things to them, but for right now, it's just more important that they serve as a distraction and hold back the orcs somewhat, take out what they can. So we're gonna go ahead and do as much as we can here. We're gonna hope that that ogre serves as a distraction long enough to save our rift while we clean up back here. Just going and killing as well as we can. There are some archers. Getting a ×3 combo there because of our minecart. It's the best minion ever. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out. Spam this wall. This is amazing. I love that it's 100% accurate. It's not like the crossbow where you line up the reticule, you can be right on top of something, it's not moving, it's frozen, you shoot. The bolt goes a little wide or sometimes even moves through the target. But we're going to go ahead and think about happier things like burning orcs, because it's fun. So just going to go ahead and focus on this rift for now. The less we have to kill up here right now, the better for us later. It's not quite into the waves where we're gonna really have a hard time. Like I said, I 2-skulled this level on the WarMage. It's quite difficult and very... It kind of, you know, stretched me to the limit of what I could do, and, you know, later on we'd find other levels that would do that. One of them it will be coming up here in a little bit. That is Passages. Passages is a fun level, kind of like this, but in my opinion a little bit easier in some regards, just due to the layout of the level, having a kind of natural funnel where it all comes down to one rift, or one exit to the level, which is easier to protect than 2 exits to a level. So we're going to go ahead and kill the orcs we can. And just kind of have fun with it. Hit that guy up in the air. Sometimes this roping, while it is nice and keeps us from, you know, falling down easier, it does serve as kind of a hindrance, as sometimes it'll absorb our lightning strikes to the adjacent side. Picking up that skull, as skulls are really handy, especially for my Sorceress. Now, my WarMage didn't need any skulls because he had all of his spells and abilities maxed out. My Sorceress doesn't have nearly as many skulls, so those are very important for me to be picking up right now. So let's go ahead and come in here, throw down some fire, spam that wand. Gonna go ahead and charm that guy. When he gets killed, he'll do a small little AoE. It's kind of like a stun. Go ahead and hold him off there. Kill him off. Kill those off. Kill off that earthling. Let's make our way over here. Kind of do the same thing here. And using our charm just kind of as a backup, let's drop these rocks, because it's going to head into them anyway. Use it to kill as many as we can. Now, I don't want to use my Rift Defenders just yet. As Rift Defenders, I will need that on other waves. I'm not happy that I've had to use my Mana Rage Trinket, and we've lost 1 Rift Point. Something ran through. So, actually had a couple things run in. So this is the beginning of where things will probably start to decline for my Rift Points. So I've had 2 things get through. We're going to kind of run up toward the middle and kind of regroup. Let's go ahead and charm him. Now, charm is somewhat useful. I could be doing other things to these guys, but for right now it just seems like having them be a distraction is the best thing I can be doing. Alrighty, so trying to get as many quick headshots off as I can. And connecting as much of that chain lightning as we possibly can. And we're getting what we can. Unfortunately, we're getting overwhelmed. Gonna use the Rift Defenders. Light that poor orc on fire. So let's go ahead and see what we have over here. Get some headshots off. Unfortunately, we're on wave 7 out of 12. Let's go ahead and connect with the flyers. Okay, we are having a lot get in. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it right now. Let's go ahead and use the traps as we can. Not really worried about getting hit anymore, as, well, we've lost rift points, so untouchable is impossible anyway. Let's go ahead and pick up this health potion and start again. So we have lost roughly half a little over half of the rifts that we've taken with us. We start out with 40, and we're down to 29 now. We're on wave 8, and I don't want to have to deal with these ogres, so let's go ahead and polymorph them. We brought one chicken to the realm. However, he'll probably be eaten by orcs very, very soon. Now, those chickens cause a very momentary distraction for orcs, as orcs love chicken. However, they do not taste like chicken. That fence getting a little annoying, hindering our lightning strike. So let's go ahead and pull out our crossbow, try to recoup some of our mana with headshots, and throw out lightning when we can. So we see a couple things coming over on this end. I was kind of hoping for a mana potion, but I'll take a downgraded green orc over a mean, nasty ogre any day. So I hear lots of ogres in the background. So let's go ahead and try to kill off as many of these guys as we can. Getting overwhelmed again, we're going to lose a couple more rift points. However, that is the way that things work. Oops! We had a... I'm going to go ahead and drop the rocks. That was pretty terrible luck. Had a orc neander in front of our line of sight, or into our line of sight, when we were trying to polymorph an ogre, and he too turned into an ogre. So far, not so good. Hoping that we can do this. I don't want to have to take barricades with me and make the Precipice Sorceress barricade run, because we're trying to do this without traps. So let's dial back the sucking and dial up the winning. Alright, so we are on the last wave. We've got 12 rifts left. That is not a lot of rifts, so we are going to try to get through as much of this level as we can without losing any more. Fortunately, they're kind of getting through on this side, and that's not fun. Alrighty, trying to do as much as we can here. Let's go ahead and kill off those flyers. I can ill afford to lose any more rifts. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Okay, I lost one rift point before I could get that, but let's go ahead and use our Mana Rage Trinket, and we're going to use it to clean up the level. It seems as though everything has come through the rifts that can, so that is beneficial to us. Don't have to worry about being overwhelmed beyond what comes past these corners now. So we have an ogre on this side. Let's go ahead and throw out that lightning. And kind of do the same here. Okay, so I want to polymorph this guy into a chicken, and I'm gonna miss. So let's go ahead and kill him. No. Ugh. Okay. I don't have mana to make a dance partner, so we're just gonna go ahead and end it. 999 is our total in the top right, if you can see that. 9 rifts, wave 9 of wave 9. So yeah, we got through it trapless. 2 skull, just like the WarMage. I think my WarMage had just a little easier time because when they do get close, the hammer is very nice. So point WarMage on this one. Anyhow guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, my name is Womp Rat, signing off.